Let's get it. What's up, guys? I'm Jeffrey Pham. I am this year's Gorman Scholar. I'm a third year cell and developmental bio student, and I work in the Beth Pruitt lab, and I work using stem cells and develop them into cardiomyocytes so that I can study heart disease and heart development. And this is my guest, Erfan, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi everyone, my name is Erfan. I'm a fourth year CCS bio major. I work in Wilson Lab. Uh, Currently, it's been going to be like almost 3 years that I'm going to be there. So super exciting. And my research focuses on optogenetics. So any optogenetic tools out there is on my alley. And super excited. And I'm glad Jeffrey wanted to interview me. So let's get going.
Yeah, fun fact, he's the person who helped me like introduce me to Gorman. So my first question for him is like, given this pandemic, it has really affected like the scope of research. I've went through that specifically as well, transition to wet lab to computational work. So I wanted to ask you, how has your research been affected by this, like by the COVID?
Yeah, immensely. One of the hardest years it's been just this year because like last year was the point where I really got into research. I really it was after Gorman, after that summer of like spending a lot of time in the lab, and I got a lot of exposure, and I knew I wanted to continue like doing projects with my mentor. And when COVID happened was just like it's shocking to me because like I was in the middle of a project, and I was gassed to do that project. Every day I wanted to go in the lab and like work towards like a little bit of small bits of success for that project. And COVID really halted that project for me. But it's okay. Life throws you challenges, and it matters how you respond and how you cope with the challenge. So right now, I do coding. So since last year until now, I've been learning how to do coding in MATLAB, R specifically. And recently, I've been moving into Fiji, MHJ. So basically, it's all over the place. So my mentor does the research aspect, and I do the analysis aspect of it. So I'm still blessed to be involved in research in some ways, even though it's not bench work, which I would prefer mostly, because coding is not my strongest ability. But I can't complain because a lot of students even don't have the coding aspect of their research. So to be honest with you, COVID, yes, it really halted my abilities to do research bench work, but I would never been exposed to coding out of this situation. So like I'm kind of blessed that I got to learn coding off campus, and all thanks to my mentors and pushing me to learn how to code because personally I would not be able to do it because every time I run like a line, I get an error. I'm just like, man, like this coding is not it. So yeah, man, I'm blessed to know coding, and hopefully in the near future we can get back to in the lab, and hopefully the students watching this will be in the lab. So let's go.
Yes, sir. Okay, and I would just like to echo everything Irfan said, honestly. So, going like having wet work, like being on the bench, like it, like you learn a lot of like physical, like it's a lot that like you learn like say PCR, but when you go to do it, you like mess it up. So like it's really good to have like real experience, but also at the same time with like how like research is evolving, like you need to have coding experience, in my opinion, like some sort of like even like very kind of beginner,
Small.
yeah, small, like it will help you. And computational is so big in like research too. Like research isn't just about like doing like hands-on stuff. Like there's like all this data that you have to like analyze. So like this COVID has really given like us like given me time to go back and like learn this skill, as well as like learn more of like maybe like you're an undergraduate, like this is one of my advices for like any undergraduates going up. Like you're given a project by your mentor, and like of course you do it because like it's like he has tailored it to you, but like you kind of don't know like the fundamentals behind it. So like this time has really given me a chance to like go back and learn about my project and be like, oh, like I'm differentiating cardiomyocyte. How do you get from a stem cell to a cardiomyocyte? And so get back to Irfan. My next question is from this program, what is the best takeaway you take from this program? Like what was from your experience, because you had it in person, or like Was it the people? Was it your like the material? What was the best takeaway for you?
Yeah, you know, one of the best things about this program is how family based it is. For my year at least, we made the Yalla movement, and I hope that it is still strong going. But to be honest with you, that program really changed my experience at UCSB. I got introduced to the program through my sister. So she was the Gorman Scholar year before me, and I wanted to carry the legacy, so I applied, and I got into Gorman. But honestly, at that point, I just thought it was just a research program allowing me to do research with funding. But I didn't realize how supportive this program is. Even if the program finishes, like after the program, I'm still talking to Sammy. I'm still talking to the coordinators like Tim Neat. So like all these people really shape you in this program. And one of the best aspects is that you can always count on them if you need help, and that really means a lot to me. And one of the other things that really stood out to me was the people in this program. They're all motivated for success, they're all motivated for a next step, and they're all like us. Like they're not like, they've been through a lot of challenges. So like I can easily talk to him, hey man, like my project failed. They won't be like, oh that sucks. They'll understand my pain, because like, when a project fails, that's a workload for like 8 months, 9 months, and they know how you feel because their project have failed too. Nobody's project is going to go out for a success in the first trial. If it does perfect, good for you, but most of the cases it doesn't. And having a support group like that really means a lot. I still communicate with my Gorman people, um, and yeah, it's been great, man. Like honestly, I recommend this program. The exposure I got to research, like the conference I attended, the people I met at conference, is still amazing. Like hands down, if I had to do my undergrad again, I would apply to Gorman. I only apply to like Eureka, all of their programs, because the more I stay with this group, the more I know I'm in a better shape and better hands, for the success and future.
Totally. The staff for all these programs is amazing. Sammy, to me, Simone,
Yeah,
they've been
hashtag for the yeah, you guys were not in person, but hashtag for the pizza days. It really helped us out to survive.
nice, dude. Okay, my last question for you is for like incoming say incoming students that want to apply to this program or don't even know what research is, what is your one or two best advice for them? Because like some people, like especially I know a lot of my cohort, yeah, going into this program, like they weren't even in research and they don't even know if this was for them. But this program like really opened their eyes to what it is and if it's their path. So what is your advice for students who like are timid to send the application or like just like put themselves out there?
You know, that's a great question. What is research? Dude, research in the word itself is the research. It's like it's researching itself. It's not, we don't know what is research. It's nobody knows what is research. And that's the best part, not knowing what is research, because you have to find it yourself. What is research for you? And at first, what I thought about research was, before like, coming to UCSB, I thought research was a lab where everything was set and every experiment you do is perfect and you have to get the best results and that's it. But what I recommend is that research is like all based on failure. And to be honest with you, when we apply to a lot of programs, we might not get in, and that's okay. That's what research always teaches us too, failure. And that's fine also. So what I recommend is that if you're scared to apply because you're scared to get rejected, don't. Just apply. It doesn't matter what your GPA is, what your story, what your challenges is. They will look at everything and they take that into consideration. So don't limit yourself saying I'm not good enough to apply. Always apply for the best positions, best things, because you might not know. You might be that 1% that gets this chance to do this program. And if you're thinking about this, applying for this program, even 1%, you should be applying, because this program can literally change your undergraduate experience, as just mentioned earlier. And one of the things I really took away from this program was that no matter what, where, and what you are, everything you do is actually written down, and you can use that for future. No matter how much struggle you are having during COVID right now, no matter the challenges you have faced, know those. Tell those stories, because when you're applying to these programs, they don't want you to be like, oh, I'm a 4.0 student. I have all these clubs under my belt. They want to see you struggled. They want to help you. If you're not having any struggle or any challenges, then you're not a good fit for this program, because this program is built to help us grow. And if you feel like your undergraduate careers are limited and you feel like you want to know more about research, what is research, um, then this program is for you, because you're going to be exposed to a lot of students that are doing research in different fields. So, like, even if you're committed to one field, like let's say Jeffrey was committed to cardio and cardiomyocytes, um, he's going to get exposed to optogenetics, and he's gonna be, okay, that's cool. Let me use optogenetics on myself. So like you,
Spoilers.
yeah. so so essentially, like, you learn a lot from other people doing research, and you gonna realize if this is something you're gonna do or not. Like I wanted to do MD. I knew that since the beginning, like from the childhood. But when I got exposed to research, I said I want to do MD PhD. I want also to do PhD, because like I really want to know the unknowns. I want to answer the unknowns, and PhD is a great step for that. And I can't say this enough, but this program literally, like, they email us every day with opportunities on research outside of the campus. They're like, apply to this RU, apply to this program, and for a person that like doesn't want to go out there and search a stuff, this program fits perfectly, because like you're like, okay, this is an opportunity, let me take on it. And like hashtag Sammy, man, like Sammy's, yeah, Sammy helps out a lot, and she emails us every single day, not every day, but like every other day, about opportunities, and I'm very grateful, and I hope you take this opportunity to apply. um, please do, because it's gonna be a beginning that won't end.
Man, thank you so much, Erfan. Like honestly, all his advice was so good. This was so good. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll end the recording here, but again, if you want to reach out to me or him, you can look at the CSEP website. It has the list of all the scholars and a little description of our projects. And like again, like his advice was amazing. I like don't have anything else to add because it was so good. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so
So
much.
yeah, please reach out to us. Definitely means a lot if you reach out to us, because it means you put us in a trust mode to share your stories and share what do you think about this program, and we'll let you know. If you need help, we got you. So
100%,
this program helped us a lot, so we have to help back. So
of course.
it's a circle. All right.
Okay,
Thank you, everyone. See ya.
thank you.